Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great and are excited for this session where we delve into the fascinating world of Web3 and blockchain technology with our esteemed speaker, Ms. Anshita Soni, a dynamic individual who has dedicated her career in fostering innovation, education, and community growth in the realm of Web3 and blockchain technology. Can we have the next slide, please? Yeah. So Anshita is currently serving as a community evangelist at Lumos Lab, which is a leading force in blockchain space, where she conducts hackathons and skillfully manages a community of over 5,000 plus members, which is truly inspiring. She also has successfully organized, managed, and delivered sessions at approximately 20 offline meetups, providing valuable insights and networking opportunities to countless individuals who share her passion for Web3 and blockchain technology. Anshita is also working as a project manager at Web3 Camp, which currently has 10,000 plus blockchain enthusiasts and innovators. And with a wealth of experience and deep understanding of Web3 and a remarkable track record of community building, she is likely to enlighten and inspire us today. So, guys, let us now welcome our esteemed speaker, Ms. Anshita Soni, for the very insightful and thought provoking session as we embark on a journey to explore the exciting world of Web3 and blockchain technology. Also, uh, can we have next slide? Yeah. Also, let us appreciate our community partners, the Microsoft Learn student community and Google Developer Student Club from these main colleges. Yes. So now I would like to hand over the further flow to our speaker. And Anshita, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Am I audible, everyone? Here are you.
Yes, hi Anshita, hi.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello.
Okay, so thank you so much for the lovely introduction. And in the coming few slides, we will be going ahead with today's topic. We'll also get to know a little about Web3 industry in general. And we'll also be figuring out what are the career scopes in the field of Web3 and blockchain. So, hoping that all of you are excited. But before we even begin the session, there's a small ritual in Web3 ecosystem that we start anything by saying GM. So we don't say good morning, we don't say good night. There's never a good evening. It's always GM. So every time we enter a meeting, so it starts with GM, it ends with GM. So GM, everyone, thank you so much for joining in. It's time to dive deep into the session. Next slide. Okay. So the session is titled Introduction to Web3 and Blockchain. This is a specially curated sessions for beginner and intermediate friends who are watching this right now, who are probably in their first year, second year, third year, and maybe even final year. Arya, you are in which year?
I'm in currently third year.
Third year. And Rutika, you?
Yes.
I'm in second year.
And if I pronounce anybody's name wrong, please correct me, okay? Everybody kills
Yes.
my name all the time, so feel free to bindas batao, okay? So, okay.
Yes.
So this session is for everyone who's new to the space, who has been curious, जिसने Web3 के बारे में कहीं ना कहीं सुना है, जिनको लगता है कि Web3 and blockchain is nothing but, the cool sounding technology. And if you write that in your Twitter bios, your X followers will boom. But that's not the case. We'll learn a lot about the technology in the coming few slides. Next slide, please. First things first, everybody here already knows about me, but here's a formal introduction. I'm Anshita Soni. Currently, I'm community evangelist at Lumos Labs. I have been in the Web3 ecosystem since past 2-3 years, and I have done everything that is non-tech that exists in Web3, whether it's design, whether it's community, whether it's Discord events, whether it's offline events. And I have been to multiple hackathons, I've been to multiple events, I've been to multiple projects. And when I started my journey, I was fresh out of school. That is fresh out of 12th standard. That is when I started my journey with Web3 Camp. But today, after being 3 years, 4 years in the industry, I'm proud to say that I have interacted with close to 5,000 students all across India, and I've delivered, some or the other session, whether it's about career, whether it's about technology, whether it's about introduction, at some or the other place. These are the places where you can reach out to me. I always reply late, but I do reply. So feel free to send in any query that you have. and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Next slide. Okay. Now, the biggest question is that everybody here is wondering what this session is all about. What if I tell you this session is not going to be your just another college lecture? What if I tell you that this session has a very interesting quiz in the end, and also you stand a chance to win exclusive merchandise at the end of this session? So we will be giving away 5 t-shirts, 5 swags to the winners of the quizzes and to the winners of the social media contest that I'll tell you later on. Arya and Rutvika, like this is a question for you, that all the lectures or all the sessions that you guys have attended in the past, what was the key highlight there? मतलब बातें किस चीज पे होती थी? कभी किसी सेशन में मीम्स देखे हैं?
Yes, I actually attended a session by Google, which was Google I/O extended, and
हम्म,
basically उसपे सब like Google के जो upcoming technologies है, like
हाँ
what they
जी,
use in Firebase, and it was completely on that, based on that.
ओके ओके,
And there also was a fun game, like
हम्म.
quiz which we will be conducting. Yeah, that was a fun session as well.
Rutvika, which was the last session you attended?
It was hosted by our event, our community. It was about
हम्म,
on coin and how what
हम्म.
is it, how we work on it, what is क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता उसमें, and also वहाँ पे भी
नहीं,
quiz हुए थे. So that was fun event. I liked it.
मेरे लिए I'll be super honest, attending offline events is much more fun. But the
Yes,
best
I'll
part
agree.
is whenever,
Yes,
yeah. But the best part is when we are in a virtual event, the more interactive we are, the better it becomes. So it's my
exactly.
small request to all the viewers right here that the more you'll interact, the better it will be. And by the end, I would also like to know which is your favorite meme. So let's see. Next slide, please. Okay, so on this slide, you can see my Twitter handle as well as Lumos Labs Twitter handle. All the people who want to be eligible for the giveaway, just take a picture of your favorite screen. There are so many memes in the presentation coming ahead. जो भी आपका favorite है, जो भी slide आपको पसंद है, just take a picture of it. And you have to post it on your Instagram and Twitter handles, sharing your feedback कि आपको ये session कैसा लगा. Sounds like a deal? Next slide. Okay. So, before we dive deep into the technology, I have a very honest question with all the viewers right now. And I need to know who is your favorite superhero? Arya, Rutvika, this question is for you as well.
I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, okay. Arya, sir, you?
Iron Man.
Okay. Okay, so you love him 3000. Works. ठीक है.
Yes.
तो किसी को स्पाइडरमैन पसंद है, किसी को आयरन मैन पसंद है, किसी को बैटमैन भी पसंद होता है, किसी का फेवरेट शक्तिमान होता है. और मेरे लास्ट मीटअप में किसी ने कहा था कि उनके फेवरेट सुपर हीरो हनुमान जी है. And the whole crowd chanted Jai Shri Ram. So everybody has different superheroes, right? What if I tell you that in this session, I will introduce you to a new hero? And this hero will have its own superpowers. This hero will have its own unique characteristics. And this hero might or might not have his or her heroine. वो हम बाद में figure out करेंगे. But this session is going to be this movie where you are going to get introduced to a very amazing hero. And the name of the hero is Blockchain Man. So Arya, Ritvika, are you guys interested to know who Blockchain Man is?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm
absolutely.
telling you, all the people who are watching this, किसी ना किसी के दिमाग में ये ख्याल आया होगा कि ब्लॉकचेन मैन दिखता कैसे है. क्या उसकी भी यूनिफॉर्म स्पाइडरमैन और सुपरमैन जैसी है, और ही वेयर समथिंग एल्स? We'll figure out. So let's start with what is blockchain. So blockchain is nothing but a way of storing data. It is that technology that allows you to store data in the form of different blocks. हम सब ने स्कूल में, कॉलेज में अगर हम गए हैं तो रेगुलर अटेंडेंस लगाई है तो हमने एक्सेल शीट्स यूज किए हैं, ग्राफ्स यूज किए हैं, पाई चार्ट्स यूज किए हैं. वी हैव यूज्ड ऑल ऑफ दीज मेथड्स टू डू नथिंग बट टू स्टोर डेटा. Blockchain is another way of storing any information. The only difference is कि traditional rows और columns की बजाय blockchain में जो data store होता है, it is stored in the form of blocks. And why does the word chain comes in? because all these individual blocks, which are filled with information, which are filled with data, are linked together, forming a chain. That's why it's called blockchain. Next slide. अब हमें पता चला कि आर्या का फेवरेट सुपर हीरो आयरन मैन है एंड ही लव्स हिम 3000. ठीक है, ये अभी हमें पता चल गया. दिस इज अ न्यू पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. क्या ये पहले एग्जिस्ट करती थी? आर्या के कुछ फ्रेंड्स को पता होगा कि फेवरेट सुपर हीरो कौन है, बट जिन्हें नहीं पता, फॉर देम दिस इज अ न्यू पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट? सो हाउ डज ब्लॉकचेन एक्चुअली वर्क? Whenever there's a new piece of information, just how you can see on the screen, it gets added to a new block. And this new block gets added to an existing chain of blocks, forming a chain known as blockchain. देखा, इतना सिंपल था. People complicate it so much, but it's nothing but a way of storing data. And why, like you might ask me कि अंशिता, एक्सेल्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, ग्राफ्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, हिस्टोग्राम्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, पाई चार्ट एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. Why do we need a whole another technology to store the same old data? I'll tell you in the coming slide. And this blockchain is powered by nodes. अब जो लोग ये सोच रहे हैं कि nodes क्या होता है, या जो लोग घबरा रहे हैं ये शब्द सुन के, let me tell you that nodes can be this, or nodes can be your laptop. If you're wondering how, then nodes are nothing but those digital units that make a blockchain work. For example, all of these phones, computers that are associated with a blockchain network can act as a node, and they are responsible for receiving data, sharing data, and storing data. So nodes can be any digital device which is linked to blockchain and help the blockchain function. They are the core fundamental of how the information passes from one block to the other block. Next slide. Now that we know that in every block there's a piece of information, और हमारे block में information है that Arya's favorite superhero is Iron Man and he loves him 3000, this new data is stored in the block in this format. So every individual block has data in it, has hash in it, and it also has hash of previous block. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि किसी भी ब्लॉक में एक न्यू पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, डेटा होता है, और साथ में हैश होता है. व्हाट आर हैशेस? आर्या, डू यू हैव आधार कार्ड?
Yes, I do.
ऋत्विका, डू यू हैव आधार कार्ड?
Yes.
और क्या आप दोनों के आधार कार्ड सेम है?
No, not at all.
They are
No.
unique, right?
Yes.
So hash is nothing but this unique identity of the block. Hash is like the fingerprint of the block. Every block that exists in this world has a unique hash, which is extracted using a technology, using a process known as cryptography. And since all of these blocks are connected in a proper chain, every individual block has the hash of the previous block. तो आपके ब्लॉक में कोई भी डेटा हो, उसको पड़ोसी वाले से लिंक करने में उसे समय नहीं लगता, because it's all a chain. So every new block has data in it, has its own unique identity, its own unique fingerprint, its own unique Aadhaar card, you can say, which is called as hash, and it also has the hash of the previous block, जिससे हमें पता चलता है कि कोई भी ब्लॉक एक ब्लॉकचेन में कहाँ एग्जिस्ट करता है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Now that we know कि ब्लॉकचेन क्या होता है, ब्लॉकचेन का कोर प्रिंसिपल क्या होता है, नोड्स कैसे फंक्शन करते हैं, and how a new piece of data gets added to the existing chain of blocks, we can say that these blockchains can be broadly classified into two categories, which are layer 1 blockchain and layer 2 blockchain. Layer 1 blockchains वो blockchain है जो building block होती है. For example, आप सबने बिटकॉइन का नाम सुना होगा, आप सबने इथीरियम का नाम सुना होगा. ये सारी लेयर 1 ब्लॉकचेन्स हैं. ये डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड होती हैं, इनमें आप ट्रांजैक्शंस कर सकते हो, इनमें सिक्योरिटी बहुत ज्यादा होती है. और वहीं पे ऑन द अदर कैटेगरी लेयर 2 ब्लॉकचेन एग्जिस्ट्स, एंड दीज लेयर 2 ब्लॉकचेन्स आर नथिंग बट दी स्केलिंग सॉल्यूशंस फॉर लेयर 1 लिमिटेशंस. Let me give it an even simpler example. Next slide, please. On this slide, if you guys are Web3 geeks or blockchain geeks, you know who these two legends are. But just in case you don't know, the person standing in the back with a white shirt is Mr. Sandeep, the founder of Polygon. And the guy here is a freaking billionaire in the black t-shirt, and he is the founder of Ethereum network. So here, Ethereum is a layer 1 blockchain and Polygon is a layer 2 blockchain. और एक एग्जांपल चाहिए आर्या, ये दूसरी फोटो में आपको प्लेट पे क्या दिख रहा है?
Looks like a dosa and a sambar.
Looks like a dosa. Okay. So now, if I want to simplify it even more for you, a normal masala dosa is layer 1 blockchain. It's good. It's functional. It can do things for you, right? Pet bharega, normal dosa kha.
Yes.
But the moment you add a little masala on it, it enhances. Its functionality, its taste enhances, right? I'm a big dosa lover. So I had to put this example here. And those of you who don't know, who are not on Twitter actively, these were the golden pictures of Twitter of this era. Because Vitalik coming all the way to India, the founder of Ethereum, was a very big deal for us. And he met so many Indian Web3 founders, developers, all of these people. So this was like the photo of the century for us. Okay, coming back. So if you want to understand how these blocks arranged change their functionality, then you can see it at what layer they belong to. If it's a layer 1 blockchain or whether it's a layer 2 blockchain. Next slide, please. Okay. Now to all the people who have been asking कि अंशिता आपने ब्लॉकचेन मैन की स्टोरी बताई थी, आप ये सारी चीजें पढ़ा रहे हो, आप हमें शक्ल कब दिखाओगे ब्लॉकचेन मैन की? क्या वो भी रेड कलर की, I shouldn't say it, but is the blockchain man's uniform similar to that of Shaktiman or not? So let me tell you why blockchain is important. जैसे ही हमें पता चलेगा कि blockchain important क्यों है, I will reveal the face of my blockchain man. So let's assume कि एक data server farm है. Arya, Rutvika, you guys are in second, third year, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
guys are unmute, बात करो, ठीक है?
Okay.
You guys are very well aware कि जितने भी ऐसे कंपनीज होती है जहाँ पे डेटा बहुत एक्सटेंसिवली यूज होता है, उनके सर्वर फार्म्स होते हैं जहाँ पे डेटा हार्डवेयर फॉर्मेट में भी स्टोर होता है, राइट? तो लेट्स अज्यूम
Yes.
कि एक डेटा सर्वर फार्म है जहाँ पे 10,000 कंप्यूटर्स है और हर कंप्यूटर में डेटा है, एंड दिस डेटा इज दुनिया का सबसे कॉन्फिडेंशियल डेटा. इट कैन बी हु इज अमेरिकाज नेक्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट, it can be Salman bhai शादी क्यों नहीं कर रहा है, it can be anything, it can be who's the next Miss World, Miss Universe,
Yes.
or it can also be कि who was that Elvish bhai meme guy, it can be anything, right? तो let's assume कि इस data server farm में दुनिया जहान का सबसे important data है, and all of these 10,000 computers are at the same place, at the same location. What if a data disaster happens? And with data disaster I mean, अगर मैं एक हैकर हूं और मैंने किसी एक कंप्यूटर में हैक कर लिया है, since all of them are on the same server, will I not be able to hack into the other ones?
Obviously,
Yes.
yes.
Obviously.
Right?
Yep.
It's the malfunctioning with the data becomes very easy. What
Yes.
if a virus gets introduced into this network, this place, this server farm, and it gets spread to all of the computers? The data will be lost.
Yes.
And what
True.
if खुदा ना खास्ता अगर वहां पे कोई फिजिकल डैमेज होता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आग लग जाती है, एंड देयर इज फिजिकल डैमेज टू कंप्यूटर्स एंड इट कैन नॉट बी रिट्रीव्ड, तो मैं भले इस लड़की के जैसे बैठ के स्माइल करूं, बट द डेटा इज लॉस्ट, राइट?
Yes.
व्हाट डू वी डू? बट आई टेल यू, ऐसा ब्लॉकचेन में क्यों नहीं हो सकता? याद है जब हमने ब्लॉकचेन की बात कही थी तो मैंने कहा था ये ब्लॉकचेन को फंक्शन जो करते हैं वो नोड्स होते हैं,
Yes.
और ये नोड्स ज्योग्राफिकली अलग अलग जगह पे होते हैं. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं चाहूँ कि मैं मेरे फोन को एज अ नोड यूज करूँ और आर्य के कंप्यूटर को एक नोड यूज करूँ, तो मेरे अगर फोन पे कोई डेटा ब्रीच होता भी है, कोई डेटा डिजास्टर होता भी है, इट विल नेवर गेट टू आर्यास कंप्यूटर, राइट? एंड
Sounds
इफ
safe.
एनीथिंग, yep, sounds safe. Yeah, you are pretty safe. So if anything happens on one node, all the other nodes or the other blocks can easily point out कि दिक्कत कहाँ है, just like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
अगर एक डेटा सर्वर फार्म में कहीं से कोई चीज शुरू होगी, it will be very difficult for me to figure out where the problem started. But if there's any data breach, firstly, it's not possible. But if it happens by any chance, by any measure, then on blockchain, you are able to figure out that which is that one block where that problem is occurring. That is what makes blockchain technology immutable and more secure and more private. Next slide. And for the people who are wondering, you can go mute now. Now I'll just recite some nice stories. Okay, and for the people who are saying that, okay, Anshita, I understand that blockchain as a technology is immutable, which is it cannot be changed. Once the data is up on the blockchain, it cannot be changed. It is more secure because it's decentralized, it's divided. And third, that there is more security. But Anshita, real life use case क्या है? आप तो मुझे पढ़ा दोगे, मेरे कॉलेज के सिलेबस में भी ब्लॉकचेन होगा या एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट होगा. But what is the real life use case of it? Tell me, why is it actually important in real world? As you can see it on my screen, that right now there are strategies on a national level that are being discussed. The salary of a blockchain developer is 10x, 20x more than that of any average Web2 developer. And फिरोजाबाद शहर सबको पता है. आर्य, आपने फिरोजाबाद का नाम सुना है पहले?
Yes, I have.
आपने सुना है?
Yes.
तो अभी, to all the people who know this, whenever there is any crime or whenever there is any mishappening there, the first step towards finding justice is filing an FIR. तो हमारे कंट्री में जो क्राइम रेट्स होते हैं, तो फिरोजाबाद एक ऐसी जगह पे नोटिस किया गया कि जब भी कोई क्राइम्स होते थे, स्पेशली अगेंस्ट विमेन, लोग FIR ही फाइल नहीं कर पाते थे बिकॉज देयर वर पीपल इन पावर, देयर वर गून्स, देयर वर क्रिमिनल्स जो कभी FIR तक बात ही नहीं पहुंचने देते थे. If something is not recorded in the books of police, will they ever get justice for it?
No.
No, right?
Not at all.
Imagine how serious this is. That is when Polygon stepped in, and now all the FIRs that need to be mentioned in the region of Firozabad, they all go on Polygon blockchain. अब अगर कोई FIR ब्लॉकचेन पे एंटर हुई है, कोई नया पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन डेटा ब्लॉकचेन पे एंटर हुआ है, क्या कोई पॉलिटिशियन, क्या कोई सीनियर ऑफिसर, क्या कोई इन्फ्लुएंसिंग फोर्स उसे हटा सकती है? नहीं हटा सकती. Why? Because now it lives on blockchain, and if it's on blockchain, it's gonna live forever. So this is how blockchain as a technology is revolutionary. And that is why more and more adoption for blockchain technology for storing the data in a better format is coming into place. हम सब ने कितनी स्टोरी सुनी है जहाँ पे कभी मिलियन लोगों का डेटा लीक हो जाता है, कभी बहुत सारे लोगों के फोन नंबर्स लीक हो जाते हैं, कभी बहुत सारे लोगों के कुछ भी लीक हो जाते हैं. I have a small activity for both of you. Do you guys have your phone पास में?
Yes.
Yes.
We do.
Yes.
Can you please open Google on it and type Aadhaar card? Just write Aadhaar card, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now go to images.
Yes.
Yes.
Just scroll a little. Can you find random people's Aadhaar card over there?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We see. Yep.
All the people who are watching this, even you can try this. कि और क्या पता आप थोड़ा सा स्क्रॉल करो, आपको आपका ही आधार कार्ड मिल जाए. क्या हमने कभी देखा था इससे पहले?
नहीं.
Now I'll tell you
never
why
thought of
this is
this.
crazy. Okay, now I'll tell you why this is crazy. I'll not name the company or the brand because that's not allowed. But recently, close to 1 crore people's data was leaked from a platform where all of us usually store our documents. And nobody knows about it because it was never in the mainstream conversation and it will never be in the mainstream conversation. और आने वाले कुछ स्लाइड्स में आपको मैं उसका एक अच्छा ऑल्टरनेटिव भी बताऊंगी. बट आप सोचो, अगर मुझे फोटोशॉप आता है, अगर मुझे अडोब यूज करना आता है, अगर मुझे कैनवा भी यूज करना आता है, फॉरगेट अबाउट द अदर टूल्स, आई कैन इजीली टेक अ पिक्चर फ्रॉम देयर एंड आई कैन जस्ट पुट माय फेस ऑन इट.
Yep.
It really is that simple, that easy.
Yes,
And
yes.
in just
Exactly.
split second, in just few seconds, I will have a whole new identity. और मैं तुम्हें आइडियाज नहीं दे रही हूँ. प्लीज क्लब्स में गलत आधार कार्ड लेके मत घुसना. I'm just telling you one observation that a lot of people miss. This is the reason why we need technologies and better places to store our database, because some data is crucial. And in a country like India, I'm sorry, Aadhaar card is one of the key documents which is used everywhere.
Yes.
And your Aadhaar card number is supposed to be unique. It's supposed to be not matching with somebody else's so that you never get in any trouble. बहुत से लोग पता है कैसे करते हैं, लाइक जस्ट सेइंग दिस एज अ एनेक्डोट. जब वो इस पे पकड़े जाते हैं ना, क्या कहते हैं हम, किसी सिग्नल पे या कुछ गलत ट्रैफिक एक्टिविटी करते हुए, तो वो ना हमेशा 2 लाइसेंस लेके चलते हैं. एक लाइसेंस जो वो बिना फाइन भरे खुशी खुशी दे देते हैं क्योंकि वो मॉर्फ्ड होता है, वो किसी और का होता है, उस पर डिटेल्स किसी और की होती है, और एक उनका ओरिजिनल वाला. दिस इज व्हाट पीपल एक्चुअली डू. And
Yes.
since the person who's checking that, they don't have access to a place where they can actually verify whether this is the right card or not, anybody can slide in.
True.
Next slide, please.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what my blockchain man looks like. If anybody is missing the second part of the outfit, I will make it soon. I promise. The design करने का समय नहीं. But I would love your ideas and I will get it made soon. But moral of the story is कि मैंने आपको जितनी भी अभी कहानियां सुनाई, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी क्या है, क्यों है, नोट्स कैसे काम करते हैं, डेटा को सिक्योर करना जरूरी क्यों है, इससे हमें ये पता चलता है कि हमारे ब्लॉकचेन मैन की 3 स्पेशल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है. और ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है कि वो ट्रांसपेरेंट है, क्योंकि जब भी कोई गलती होती है आप इजीली पॉइंट आउट कर सकते हो कि किस ब्लॉक में हो रही है. वो इम्यूटेबल है, मतलब वंस एन इंफॉर्मेशन इज अप ऑन दिस नेटवर्क, ऑन द ब्लॉकचेन, इट कैन नॉट बी चेंज्ड विद. एंड थर्ड, इट्स हाईली सिक्योर, इट्स हाईली प्राइवेट. So this is what my blockchain man looks like. All the people who are watching this right now, take a photo of this. This is my unique selling point. Wherever you post it, make sure that you're tagging me and Lumos and you win that t-shirt today. Next slide. Okay. So, can you go to the next slide? Perfect. Now that we know what our blockchain man looks like, I have a very important question for all of you. So, Arya or Rutvika, I need to know that are you guys Imran Khan fans?
A bit.
Yes.
A bit. Now,
Yes.
have you watched that movie? मुझे ना उसका नाम नहीं याद, but there was this movie जिसमें वो कहते हैं कि आप 3 लोगों की मदद करो, वो 3 को सॉरी थैंक यू बोलेगा, something of this sort.
Yes,
What
yes.
movie that was? याद करो.
Uh, can't recall the name, but I know the movie, I guess.
Yes,
So
yes, I've watched
in
it.
that movie, the entire core was, "Hey, Jai ho, right, Sanket. Sanket is pretty
Yes,
active."
yes.
Okay. So this movie was Jai ho, जिसमें हमारे हीरो सबको क्या बोल रहे थे, सॉरी थैंक यू बोलो, वो सॉरी थैंक यू बोलेगा, ये वो दुनिया बदल जाएगी, right? That was what the motto was of the entire movie. अब उससे हमें ये पता चलता है कि हीरो कोई भी हो, वो करना सिर्फ एक ही चीज चाहता है, वो है दुनिया बदलना. Every hero wants to build a revolution. Every hero wants to be a change, तभी तो वो हीरो कहलाएगा. तो हमारे ब्लॉकचेन मैन को भी एक ऐसी ही नई दुनिया बनानी है, और इस नई दुनिया का नाम है Web3 इकोसिस्टम. जिस तरीके से उस मूवी में देयर वाज वन फंडामेंटल जिसपे एक सोसाइटी में चेंज लाया जा रहा था, वैसे ही टेक्नोलॉजी में रेवोल्यूशन लाने के लिए हमारा ब्लॉकचेन मैन एक ऐसा इकोसिस्टम बना रहा है जिसे कहते हैं वेब 3.0. कैन यू गो बैक टू द प्रीवियस स्लाइड? सो जितने भी लोगों को अभी तक ये क्वेश्चन था कि वेब 3 मतलब मेटावर्स होता है क्या, वेब 3 मतलब एनएफटी होता है क्या, वेब 3 मतलब क्रिप्टो में बहुत पैसे बनेंगे क्या, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. वेब 3 इज नथिंग बट द नेक्स्ट वर्जन ऑफ इंटरनेट. हम सबके पेरेंट्स जो होंगे प्रोबेबली वो अपने 40s और 50s में होंगे, राइट? एंड दे वर बोर्न इन द 90s, राइट? तो उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में टू वर्जन्स ऑफ इंटरनेट देखे. पहला वर्जन जब .com वर्जन था, उसके बाद हमारी करंट जनरेशन जो इंटरनेट चल रहा है, and it is presumed that in the next 10 years a whole another revolution in the way internet is being consumed is gonna come in. Why? Because the current system of internet has a lot of flaws and loopholes, जिसके बारे में हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. तो जितने भी लोगों को ये कंफ्यूजन है कि वेब थ्री है क्या, तो वेब थ्री की कोई एक डेफिनेशन नहीं है. वेब थ्री इज नथिंग बट द नेक्स्ट वर्जन ऑफ द इंटरनेट विच वी आर गोइंग टू एक्सपीरियंस in the coming 10-15 years, and we will also become a generation that has experienced two eras of internet. And in this new era of internet, the main aim is to shift the power, is to bring in more security, and is to bring in ownership. तो जब वेब 1 था तब सीन कुछ और था. वेब 2 में हम अभी जी रहे हैं, और वेब 3 में, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, वेब 3 में जो 3 चीजें होने वाली हैं उन्हें कहते हैं डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन, जिसका मतलब है शिफ्टिंग ऑफ पावर्स, को सबका मालिक एक नहीं, सबके मालिक अलग अलग, सब अपने खुद के मालिक. सो देयर इज डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन, देन देयर इज ओनरशिप, एंड देन देयर इज प्राइवेसी एंड सिक्योरिटी. अब वेब 3 इकोसिस्टम के अंदर जितनी भी चीजें एग्जिस्ट करती हैं, चाहे वो वेबसाइट हो, चाहे वो ऐप हो, चाहे वो गेम्स हो, चाहे वो कुछ भी हो, चाहे वो डिजिटल आर्ट हो, ये सब इन 3 डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन, ओनरशिप और प्राइवेसी और सिक्योरिटी पे ही काम कर रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. So let's understand how did we reach here? How did the evolution of web happen? So take it as a very simple example that there was a time when in 1990s there was .com era, जहां पे इंटरनेट सिर्फ रीड ओनली फॉर्मेट में अवेलेबल होता था. अगर आपको एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल चाहिए तो आई कैन हेल्प यू आउट. आप सबने अनुराधा और लक्ष्मी चिटफंड वाली मूवी देखी है?
Yes, I have seen it.
Not me.
अरे इससे
Feel
नहीं
Hera
देखी भाई.
Fairy. Feel Hera Fairy.
No. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys can mute yourself, ठीक है? तो लेट्स अज्यूम कि वेब 1.0 जमाने में मैं अनुराधा हूं और मैं एक बुक लेके आई हूं जिसका नाम है लक्ष्मी चिट फंड, ठीक है? और उसमें क्या लिखा है? 21 दिन में पैसा डबल, राइट? नाउ सिंस यू आर समवन हु कैन ओनली रीड इट, you can read it, you can experience it, but can you change it? No. Why? Because it's a book. Think of it as a big library and this is one book, right? अगर आपके साथ स्कैम हुआ भी है तो क्या आप और 100 लोगों को वो बुक पढ़ने से बचा सकते हो? नहीं बचा सकते, क्योंकि उस बुक का जो ऑथर है, जो राइटर है, वो तो मैं हूं. अब मैं उसमें कुछ भी लिखूं, यू कैन नॉट चेंज इट. So that was what Web 1.0 era was like, that it was read only internet. उससे खींचते 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 हम करेंट जनरेशन में आए, विच इज द वेब 2.0 इंटरनेट. नाउ वेयर वी स्टैंड, अगर अब मैं किसी को ये चीज भेजती हूँ कि सी दिस इज माय स्कीम, 21 दिन में पैसा डबल, आई विल रिसीव क्रेजी बैकलैश फॉर इट, बिकॉज नाउ पीपल कैन टॉक टू मी बैक, राइट? अगर मैं ट्विटर पे डालती हूँ कि मैं 21 दिन में पैसा डबल करूंगी, तो लोग उस पर कॉमेंट करेंगे कि ब्रो दिस इज बुलशिट. अगर मैं ये सेम चीज यूट्यूब पे डालती हूँ, इंस्टाग्राम पे डालती हूँ, देयर आर पीपल हु विल रिप्लाई बैक टू मी. सो इन दिस जनरेशन ऑफ इंटरनेट, इट इज अ रीड एंड राइट इंटरनेट. If you can consume data from the internet, you can also put your own data on the internet for other people to consume. इस इकोनॉमी में, इस evolution, इस स्टेज पे, इस एरा में इंटरनेट के, there is a two-way communication happening. That is why we see so many, revolutions happening, because now we are well aware of what is right, what is not. Here the public view, the overall opinion matters. तो हम ये वेब 2.0 एरा की बात करें, गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, नेटफ्लिक्स, अगर वो कंटेंट डाल रहे हैं, हम कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं, and we also have the capacity to put in our content, right? But what we want to move towards is web 3.0, which is read from the internet, write on the internet, and own whatever you have created on the internet. Another example, let's say I am a big fan of content creation. कल को मैं इन्फ्लुएंसर बन जाती हूँ, ठीक है? I become one influencer. I make a reel, बादल बरसा पे, ठीक है? It goes viral. Everybody can see it. It goes to 2 million views, 10 million views. हालांकि मैं बनाऊंगी नहीं कभी, बट अगर 10 मिलियन व्यूज मिल रहे होंगे तो why not, ठीक है? तो let's say the reel goes viral, okay? Now I need to ask this to Arya and Ritvika कि मेरी रील वायरल हो गई है, उसमें मेहनत मैंने की है, all the outfit was made by me, The dance steps were done by me, and I will get a little money out of it from Instagram as a bonus. But who owns it?
You.
No, actually not. If you're uploading it on Instagram, then it is a reason that Instagram owns it. Because it is a centralized platform, right?
Exactly. So even if all the mehnat was done by me, Ritvika, owner कौन है उसका? Instagram का?
Instagram, yeah.
If
Right.
Instagram decides, if Mark Sir decides that I don't like Anshita's face or Anshita's dance steps, can he ban me from Instagram forever?
He could.
Yes.
Might as
And
well.
what can I
Can.
do about it? I can write a support mail जिसका मुझे कभी जवाब नहीं आएगा. That's all I can do. But it's owned by
Yes.
Instagram, right? It's not owned by me.
Correct.
Now, what is the point of creating content जब मेरे एक रील से इंस्टाग्राम के पास जो डेटा जा रहा है वो है मेरी लोकेशन, वो है माय ओवरऑल पैटर्न एंड बिहेवियर, सो दैट ही कैन दे कैन नॉट दे कैन क्रिएट द एल्गोरिथम. उनके पास मेरे सारे व्यूअर्स का डेटा जा रहा है जिन्होंने भी वो रील देखी है, जिनको भी बादल बरसा पसंद आया होगा, उन सबको वो और वैसी रील्स दिखाने वाले हैं. So from just my one reel, they are getting this much of data that they can use and manipulate into so many different ways, right? But what am I getting? $5, $2, $3. That's all I'm getting. So now, when we are moving towards this new age of internet, which is Web 3.0, we want to read, write, and also own from the internet. Have you guys heard those news that XYZ company paid a compensation of this much for a privacy and security breach,
Yes, yes.
for
Yes.
data
Yes,
leak,
yes,
for
yes.
acha, tell me, all the people who deny this happening, if this never happened, why do they ever pay the fees in millions of dollars? जब भी हम कोई फोटो अपलोड करते हैं, जब भी कोई रील अपलोड करते हैं, it never even crosses our mind that how much business can it make to the person who holds the accountability of the platform. And if anybody decides to vanish me from the face of the internet, they can easily do it because it's centralized. The power is in the hands of you. But in Web 3.0 internet, we want to read, write, and own this internet so that whatever we have created remains our own. If I'm not comfortable with sharing my patterns of how I use internet, my important data, my exclusive data, then I should have the liberty to choose कि मुझे ये नहीं बताना उन्हें. अरे मुझे नहीं बताना भाई उन लोगों को कि मुझे कुंफू पाड़ना पसंद है या नहीं पसंद. मुझे उन्हें ये भी नहीं बताना कि what's my favorite food just because I posted a picture with pizza. I don't want them to show me Zomato ads, which will end up me ordering so much food that I will not eat and my bank balance will vanish. So here, when it comes to Web 3.0, here you own the power, you have the ownership as to what data you need to give it to the other parties. Next slide. So, coming and concluding the whole Web3 side of the conversation, Web3 is open, Web3 is permissionless, Web3 is decentralized, that is the division of power. In Web3, you have ownership of data. Web3, since it's built by blockchain man, it's immutable in nature, it's almost fail-proof and it's uninterrupted. तो जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया था कि Web3 इकोसिस्टम में जितनी भी चीजें होंगी वो सिर्फ 3 मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स और इश्यूज को सॉल्व करेंगी. And the solutions are decentralization, ownership, and security. The foundation, the base of the entire Web3 ecosystem is blockchain technology. इस ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को एज अ कोर प्रिंसिपल मान के ही Web3 इकोसिस्टम बन रहा है. So blockchain as a technology is used everywhere, and using that blockchain in our existing apps, in our existing websites, in our existing day-to-day internet usage things, we are building a whole new ecosystem, which is a Web3 ecosystem. Right now, a Web3 social media platform exists, a Web3 Twitter exists, a Web3 multiple DApps exist who do different things. You can do multiple transactions using Web3 applications. You can share value using Web3 applications. There are just so many things that using blockchain technology are being built in the Web3 ecosystem. तो सबकी foundation क्या है? Blockchain. और क्योंकि इन सबकी foundation blockchain है, ये naturally immutable, secure है और transparent है. Next slide. two of the major blockchains that I mentioned were Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, all the people who are curious कि भाई Bitcoin का सीन क्या है, क्या कितने लोगों को लगता होगा कि भाई अगर मैं बस एक Bitcoin होता तो आज मैं बिलियनर होता. मैं भी होती, मुझे भी लगता है. But जब Bitcoin आया था तब I was way too little. But Bitcoin is a lot of people confuse it with the currency and the network. और बहुत से लोगों को तो ये भी नहीं पता होता कि Bitcoin network exist करता है. Let me give you a very small example here. Arya, okay. Arya, Ritvika, आप लोगों को apps बनाने आते हैं?
Yes. I have built
थोड़ा
नहीं
थोड़ा
other
आते.
आता है
applications.
कोडिंग.
थोड़ा आता है. वेबसाइट बनानी आती है?
Yes.
I know how to.
वो भी थोड़े
but थोड़ा
मैम, you are in second year. You are allowed to know
Yes.
थोड़ा. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
तो आप लोगों को apps और websites क्या होती है ये तो पता ही है, ठीक है, बनाई भी है.
Of course.
मुझे बताओ किस किस तरीके के apps exist करते हैं या websites exist करती है?
Chat applications और
चैट होते
video
हैं,
streaming.
शॉपिंग के लिए होते हैं, वीडियो स्ट्रीमिंग के लिए
हाँ.
होते हैं,
Yes.
और
Informative.
किसके लिए होते हैं? इन्फॉर्मेटिव होते हैं,
Informative.
विकिपीडिया
Article
टाइप्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं.
pages.
Collaborative
और
websites.
वो भी होती है. और खाना बनाने वाली वेबसाइट्स होती हैं, ट्रिप्स बुक करने वाली, अकोमोडेशन बुक करने वाली वेबसाइट्स होती हैं, टिंडर जैसी वेबसाइट्स और apps भी एग्जिस्ट करते हैं.
Yes.
तो इन सब का कोर क्या है? All of these are apps. Their use cases are different, right?
Yep.
Yep.
In a similar manner, blockchain as a technology is common in everything. The use case differs. In the case of Bitcoin, here blockchain is used as a public ledger. Blockchain technology, Bitcoin blockchain is used as a public ledger. आप लोगों ने खाता बही सुनी है कभी? जिसमें हिसाब
हाँ,
लिखा
yes.
होता है, कितना पैसा आया, कितना पैसा गया.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a ledger book. So Bitcoin
Okay.
is nothing but that blockchain जिसपे जो transactions होती है ना वो store होती है. And these transactions happening are open to public. That is why it's called a public ledger. और Bitcoin blockchain network पे जितनी भी transactions होती है वो कौन सी करेंसी में होती है? Bitcoin करेंसी में होती है, क्योंकि वो Bitcoin network की native करेंसी है. In the next example, you'll understand this better. Next slide. Here we have Ethereum. Ethereum is also a decentralized open source blockchain. Here again, the technology is blockchain, but its use case is a little different. On Ethereum, you can do multiple things. Firstly, you can always store the transactions. और Ethereum network पे जो transactions होते हैं वो जिस करेंसी में होते हैं उसे कहते हैं ईथर. तो हर ब्लॉकचेन नेटवर्क का यूज केस अलग होता है और हर ब्लॉकचेन नेटवर्क की करेंसी अलग होती है. जैसे बिटकॉइन नेटवर्क का काम है ट्रांजैक्शन स्टोर करना विच आर हैपनिंग इन बिटकॉइन, इथेरियम नेटवर्क का काम है ट्रांजैक्शन स्टोर करना विच आर हैपनिंग इन ईथर. अब कोई मुझे बोलेगा कि अंशिता जब बिटकॉइन इतना पॉपुलर था ही एंड एवरीबॉडी वाज यूजिंग इट, व्हाई डिड वी इवन नीडेड इथेरियम? आई विल टेल यू व्हाई. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. टैप 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 टैप. What makes Ethereum special in the world of Web3 and blockchain is that it does not only store transaction, but it can do so much more. Bitcoin पे आप सिर्फ transaction store कर सकते हो, पर Ethereum पे आप Ethereum layer 1 के ऊपर build कर सकते हो. And that is where smart contracts come into picture. That is where decentralized applications come into picture. Smart contracts are nothing but the code which makes sure that any transaction or any deal or it's like a business code written in the form of a normal code. So smart contracts are these amazing pieces of contracts which live on blockchain and which govern how things are going to happen inside the blockchain. So for example, if there's a smart contract जिसमें लिखा हुआ है कि in order to come to this event, you have to be highly enthusiastic, you have to do this, you have to do that, and you have to drop a very nice comment that you like the session, तो उसके बाद ही लोगों को एंट्री मिलेगी. तो स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स आर दीज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स which govern the functioning in any blockchain network. So you can build these smart contracts over Ethereum network. Then there is something called decentralized application. अब decentralized application बोल के घबराओ मत. Decentralized मतलब distribution of power. And application मतलब any application like Instagram or Tinder, whatever you like, whatever you use the most. So decentralized applications में आपका फ्रंट एंड तो नॉर्मल होता है, बट उसके बैक एंड में ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी होती है. तो आपका जो भी डेटा होता है वो किस पे स्टोर होता है, उसे आपका ब्लॉकचेन पे स्टोर होता है. And decentralized applications can be made on Ethereum, which makes Ethereum very interesting and very unique. That more than storing transaction, more than being just a decentralized blockchain, it also supports building of smart contracts, also building of decentralized applications. Next slide, please. Now we know what are blockchains. Now we know what are the different use cases of two most popular blockchains. एंड वी ऑल्सो नो कि हर ब्लॉकचेन की अपनी करेंसी होती है, जिसे कहते हैं क्रिप्टो करेंसी, जिसमें ट्रेड करने के लिए तो बहुत सारे लोग रेडी होते हैं, बट उसके पीछे की टेक्नोलॉजी समझने में कोई इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होता. फिर ही लोग आके कंप्लेन करते हैं, भाई क्रिप्टो में पैसे डाले थे डूब गए. सो क्रिप्टो ट्रेडिंग एंड क्रिप्टो एज अ टेक्नोलॉजी आर वेरी डिफरेंट थिंग्स. So now that we have already spoken about blockchain technology and the coins that govern it, where do these digital assets get stored? अगर मेरे पास एक बिटकॉइन होता, काश होता, नहीं है, बट अगर मेरे पास एक बिटकॉइन होता तो मैं उसे अपने नॉर्मल वॉलेट में लेकर तो नहीं घूम सकती थी, जिसको मैं ऐसे पर्स से निकालती और भैया को बोलती आधा बिटकॉइन ले लो भैया, आधा दे दो. इतना महंगा तो मैं खरीद नहीं पाती कुछ, बट स्टिल, so there needs to be a place which stores this highly valuable cryptocurrency. अब कोई ये भी सोच रहा होगा कि अंशिता, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी इंटरनेट पे एग्जिस्ट करती है, हम ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को देख नहीं सकते, हम क्रिप्टो करेंसी को देख नहीं सकते. Then how do we trust cryptocurrency? You can trust cryptocurrency because it is built on blockchain. And if it's built on blockchain, it holds a value. And if it holds a value, it can be traded. And if it can be traded, a business can happen out of it. Understood? So now let's dive deep into the topic of wallets. कि wallets क्या होते हैं? तो wallets मतलब बटुआ, but इस केस में digital बटुआ. Next slide. So wallet is nothing but like a browser or an app which you can access, and these wallets are responsible for storing all your digital assets. Digital assets में आपकी cryptocurrency आती है, digital assets में आपके tokens आते हैं, digital assets में NFTs आते हैं, digital assets में काफी सारी चीजें आती हैं. And wallet is that one place जहां पे आप ये सारी चीजें store कर सकते हो. हर wallet में दो keys होती है, एक public key, एक private key. पब्लिक की आप सबको बता सकते हो क्योंकि वैसे ही तो आपको पैसे मिलेंगे, बट प्राइवेट की यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू शेयर. प्राइवेट की इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर मेकिंग द ट्रांजैक्शंस हैपन. इफ यू वांट टू शेयर योर प्राइवेट की विद मी, यू कैन, आई डोंट माइंड. मुझे बता देना, बाकी किसी को मत बताना. But in general, if it's a wallet and you can access it, then there are two keys, private key and public key, that you can use to make the transactions happen. So public key is where people send you money, and private key is the key that ensures that the transaction is happening and is completed. And it should not be shared with anybody. Next slide. Wallets can also be categorized as custodial wallets and non-custodial wallets. You guys will get this presentation later, so you can read it in detail. Next, please. Now that we know where this money is stored, I have a very traditional question to ask because I'm very much interested into the business side of things. मुझे बताइए आर्या और कृतिका कि आपका SBI में अकाउंट है या किसी भी बैंक में अकाउंट है?
Yes.
सेविंग्स अकाउंट है आपके पास?
हाँ है.
Yes.
आपके सेविंग अकाउंट में पैसे तो होंगे ही.
Yep.
अच्छा, तो चलो लेट्स अज्यूम, ठीक है, आपके पास ज्यादा भी हो सकते हैं, कम भी हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. लेट्स अज्यूम that there are 50,000 rupees each in both of your savings account. And if you go to the bank right now, and you tell the bank मेरे 50,000 रुपए दो, आपको लगता है बैंक आपको तुरंत 50,000 रुपए निकाल के दे देगा?
No.
क्योंकि
No.
बैंक से पैसे निकालने पे लिमिट होती है कि आप एक दिन में सिर्फ इतने ही पैसे निकाल सकते हो, राइट?
Yes.
Now tell me something. What if you go to the bank, you have deposited the money, but when you go to the ATM, it's just a series of numbers that you see on the screen? Do you see the actual cash there? No, right? अगर तुमने 50,000 रुपए बैंक में जमा किए हैं और तुम एटीएम से 2,000 रुपए निकालने जा रहे हो, क्या आपको आपके 50,000 फिजिकली वहां पे दिखते हैं? It's
No.
just a numbers game. You can see it on your screen that this much your account has. But in reality, you are very well aware that all these banks outsource your money to different initiatives. That's how banks make money. जिन्हें ये पता नहीं था, let me tell you, all the money that you have put in the bank is not in the bank. It's in somebody else's pocket, whose money is in somebody else's pocket, whose money is in somebody else's pocket. It's a flow, it's a circulation. ठीक है? अब आप मुझे बताओ कि क्या आपको पता है आपके पैसे कहाँ जाते हैं? हम सब तो 50,000 वाली बात करें. लेट्स से किसी का 50 लाख का सेविंग्स अकाउंट है, उसके 50 लाख एक जगह पे एक समय पे तो उसे मिल नहीं सकते, और शायद मिल भी जाए तो शायद किसी और से लेके उसे दिए जाए. वो एग्जैक्ट नोट ही मिलता है कि आपको जो आपने जमा किया?
No.
अब लेट्स इमेजिन कि हम सब ने कलेक्टिवली एक स्टूपिड डिसीजन लिया और एक XYZ बैंक को अपने पैसे दे दिए इन द नेम ऑफ सिक्योरिटी, और वो XYZ बैंक का ओनर निकली अनुराधा. एंड इफ you have given your money to somebody, और let's say XYZ बैंक के ओनर ने जिस स्कीम में पैसे इन्वेस्ट किए वो 21 दिन में पैसा डबल वाली स्कीम है, will you ever get your money back?
No.
But you, me, and everybody around in a centralized ecosystem of banking framework don't even know where our money is. It can be invested anywhere. And what if this XYZ bank or XYZ company made a wrong decision and lost all our money? Can we do anything about it?
Not at all.
No. Why? Because we were never aware in the first place कि हमारा पैसा जा कहाँ रहा है. I'm not sure आप में से कितने लोगों ने न्यूज़ में पढ़ा या नहीं पढ़ा, but few months back there was a Silicon Valley bankruptcy. There was a very big bank which was global level, like I guess one of the top 5 banks globally, and it shut down. It went bankrupt. Why do banks go bankrupt? Because they don't have the money to give it to people whom they take it from, saying that they will keep it safe. अब ये लेक्चर के बाद, सुनने के बाद, आप जाके अपने मम्मी पापा से पूछना कि आपने पैसे जिस बैंक में डाले हैं वो इसलिए डाले हैं क्योंकि आपको पता है कि वो सेफ है, या इसलिए डाले हैं क्योंकि उनके मम्मी पापा ने भी किसी जमाने में डाले. क्योंकि मेरा अकाउंट बैंक में सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि मेरे घर वालों ने खुलवाया, और मेरे पास बहुत सारा पैसा नहीं है कि बैंक कहीं गलत जगह डाले. थोड़ा सा ये है, डालेगी भी तो बहुत नुकसान नहीं होगा. बट इन जनरल, डू यू सी एनी ट्रांसपेरेंसी हियर? There's no transparency.
No transparency.
क्योंकि अगर बैंक में कोई एक इंसान जाके कहता है कि I want my 50,000 rupees back, it's very easy for the bank to give. But if 50,000 people go to the bank saying that we want 50,000 rupees, they will not have the liquidity to do so. Why? Because that money is invested somewhere else. And if it's invested at a wrong place, then it's your money who's at risk. Right? आपका पैसा है जो रिस्क पे. तो इसी सेम कॉन्सेप्ट को थोड़ा बेटर बनाने के लिए Web3 इकोसिस्टम में इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ है डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड फाइनेंस. यहाँ पे भी हम फाइनेंस इंस्टीट्यूशन सेटअप करना चाहते हैं, बट ये फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस कैसे होंगे? डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड होंगे. यहाँ पे जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन होगा, जो भी पैसे से रिलेटेड ट्रांजैक्शंस होंगे, वो सब किस पे होंगे? ब्लॉकचेन पे होंगे, सो दैट दे आर अवेलेबल टू द पब्लिक आई, सो दैट अ ट्रस्ट कैन बी बिल्ट. सो इन डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड फाइनेंस एवरीबडी हैज दिस मिथ कि हम चाहते हैं कि दुनिया से Web2 चीजें गायब हो जाए, राइट? ये सारी चीजें गायब हो जाए. बट रियलिटी इज that we just want to use Web3 technology, Web3 ecosystem and blockchain as a technology to make this ecosystem even safer, even better, and to build more trust into this particular system. So decentralized finance basically stands for that if you have an internet connection, you can transfer value. And whatever value that you hold, you should be the person who has access to all the information related to it, whether you want to invest it somewhere else or not, whether you want to keep it with yourself or not, whether you want to give it to somebody else or not, so that you have the whole picture, whole scene of your finances in the place. ऐसे काफी DeFi related apps हैं, ऐसे काफी DeFi related platforms हैं, जो कहीं ना कहीं फाइनेंस को वेब3 इकोसिस्टम में सिंपलर, बेटर और मोर सिक्योर बना रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Now that we know about wallets, we know about cryptocurrencies, we know about Bitcoin, Ethereum, we also know about DeFi, which is decentralized finance, और उसका core motive. Let's jump to NFTs. This is my favorite topic, and it's not nice fat tummies. No. Next slide, please. Arya, Kritika, do you remember this picture that you can see?
Yes.
Yes.
The
What is this
rocking
picture?
horse.
बताओ मुझे कौन सी picture है? And who's the owner of it?
Welcome. मजनू
Who's the
भाई.
owner of it? वो picture किसने बनाई है? मजनू भाई. Okay. Kritika, do you agree?
Yes. Yes,
मैंने
yes.
इतने बार नाम गलत लिया ना उसका, वो ये सेशन के बाद
Rutvika.
बैठने वाली है मेरे साथ अलग से.
Rutvika,
I'm sorry,
yes.
Rutvika.
It's okay.
Kritika is just easier.
It's fine.
So our next topic is NFT. तुम दोनों ने पहचान लिया कि दिस इज मजनू भाई, ठीक है? और तुमने ये भी पहचान लिया कि ये पिक्चर मजनू भाई ने बनाई है. कैसे पहचाना? Because it's unique in nature.
Yeah.
You have seen it
और
before.
बहुत बार देखी भी है.
And you
Yes,
know-
बहुत बार देखी है.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know कि इसका मालिक सिर्फ एक ही हो सकता है, वो है अपने मजनू भाई.
Yep.
Now, even if I create copies of this picture, will you say the owner of this painting is Anshita Soni? No.
No.
You will still say that it originally belongs to who? Majnu Bhai.
Majnu Bhai.
मजनू भाई.
So NFTs are these digitally unique digital identities जिसमें हर एनएफटी का एक ओनर होता है, हर एनएफटी का अपना यूज केस होता है और हर एनएफटी की अपनी वैल्यू होती है. एनएफटी स्टैंड्स फॉर नॉन फंजिबल टोकन्स, एंड विथ नॉन फंजिबल टोकन मींस दैट इट हैज अ डिजाइन एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट एंड इट हैज अ वैल्यू एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट. और किसी भी एनएफटी की वैल्यू ही डिसाइड करती है कि वो एक सक्सेसफुल एनएफटी है या नहीं, और अगर वो एक सक्सेसफुल एनएफटी होगा तो ही मैं उसकी ओनर बनना चाहूंगी. For example, I don't know how many of you watch motivational videos or entrepreneurship related videos. There's a very popular content creator and a speaker known as Gary Vee. Gary Vee is Gary Vee is that one speaker who has his own unique NFT collection, and it's called V Friends. Now, how NFTs boost creator economy is that Gary Vee ने बहुत अच्छा दिमाग लगाया और उनकी जितनी भी फॉलोइंग थी उन्हें बोला कि ये मेरी एनएफटी कलेक्शन है, आप ये एनएफटीज खरीदो. और दीज एनएफटीज लाइक अ प्लेइंग कार्ड, किसी एनएफटी से उन्हें एक्सेस मिलता है किसी ऑफलाइन इवेंट का, कुछ एनएफटीज से उन्हें एक्सेस मिलता है टू गेट ऑन अ वन कॉल विद कैरी वी, कुछ एनएफटीज से उन्हें एक्सेस मिलता है टू go on a fully funded trip to his conference. It can be anything. So all of these are what? Value additions. And since Gary Vee is the owner of these NFTs, depending on which is that one thing that is working for his audience, he can reduce or increase the price of these NFTs. तो अगर हर कोई चाहता है कि मुझे गैरी वी से इन पर्सन folks, are we back?
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So I was saying कि अगर सब लोग चाहते हैं कि उन्हें गैरी वी की फुल्ली फंडेड कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करनी है तो हर कोई सेम एनएफटी खरीदने की कोशिश करेगा. बट अगर सिर्फ 10 ही एनएफटीज एग्जिस्ट करती है, लिमिटेड एनएफटीज एग्जिस्ट करती है, वोंट देयर बी अ बिडिंग फॉर इट कि नहीं मुझे तो चाहिए, मुझे तो चाहिए, मुझे तो चाहिए. So when it comes to art collectibles, this is how the ecosystem is, that the rarer the thing is, the same way the demand and supply chain works. So NFTs are nothing but digitally unique identities, digitally unique entities which have a owner, which have a value, and which have certain utility attached to it. That utility can be anything: access to an event, access to this, access to that, access to exclusive parties, access to exclusive meetups. It can be anything. But that is what a NFT are. जो लोग ट्विटर पे हैं या जिन्होंने वेब3 स्पेस को थोड़ा सा फॉलो किया, उन्होंने देखा होगा कि काफी सारे ऐसे एनएफटीज में होते हैं जिसमें एप्स बने होते हैं, बंदर बने होते हैं, और किसी बंदर ने कूल सा चश्मा पहना होता है, कूल से ग्लासेस पहने होते हैं, और लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं, अंशता, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, लोग ये बंदर की फोटो लेने के लिए मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स क्यों खर्चा करते हैं? तो मैं उन्हें समझाती हूँ, वो बंदर की फोटो के लिए मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स खर्चा नहीं करते, वो उसके साथ जो यूटिलिटी अटैच्ड है, उसके साथ जो बाकी पर्क्स अटैच्ड है, जिसने भी वो एनएफटी डिजाइन किया है, जो भी उस एनएफटी का ओनर है, जिसने वो चीज बनाई है, उसकी यूटिलिटी पे लोग पैसा खर्चा करते हैं। और currently in the current ecosystem there are multiple NFT collections who have their own community, who have their own events, who have their own conferences, who have their own agenda of creating an NFT. So NFT is nothing but that digital asset that you can use for multiple reasons, and your wallets can also store NFTs since it's a digital asset. Next slide please. Now that we know what NFTs are, what DeFi is, what blockchain is, what cryptocurrencies are, this is one of the last topics for today, which is decentralized applications. याद है मैंने आपको थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था कि कैसे आप सिर्फ एक गूगल सर्च से अपना आधार कार्ड चेंज कर सकते हो?
Yes.
The reason why I know about this story is because गढ़चिरौली का नाम किसी ने सुना है? Gadchiroli
Yes.
is a very small district in Maharashtra, where the people who live in Gadchiroli region, they had the most important document as their caste certificate. अब उनकी गवर्नमेंट ने एक दिन क्या किया, एक ऐसी स्कीम लॉन्च की जिसमें कहा कि जो भी अंडर प्रिविलेज सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटीज को बिलोंग करते हैं, उन्हें हम ये पर्क्स देंगे, ये बेनिफिट्स देंगे। गेस करो अगले दिन क्या हुआ? पूरी गढ़चिरौली belonged to the same caste. Everybody had a same caste certificate. और ऐसा होता है हमारे यहाँ. Is it? But tell me honestly, is it humanly possible कि किसी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में रहने वाले हर इंसान की हर कास्ट सेम हो?
No, not at all.
Never.
This clearly indicates कि कुछ लोग थे जिनके जो डॉक्यूमेंट था वो सच्चा था, असली था, और कुछ लोग थे जिनका डॉक्यूमेंट असली नहीं था,
फर्जी थे, हाँ.
फर्जी थे. That is when a decentralized application company called as Legit Dog came into picture. Their work is to store your documents in a decentralized format on blockchain, so it's highly secure. The moment the Gadchiroli government adopted this decentralized application into their day-to-day procedure, अब जब कोई भी कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट बनवाता तो उसके एंसेस्टर्स के भी कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट चेक होते. अब मुझे बताओ, अगर मैंने अपने लिए गलत कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट बनवा भी लिया है, will I be able to get certificates for my ancestors? No, right?
No.
I can just get it done made for myself. Using this decentralized application, these people were able to get their certificates made and get added on blockchain. So now, whatever scheme that comes into picture, these are the people who actually get to see it first, and these are the people who will never get, cheated on. So that is what a decentralized application is. So आपके एक बहुत normal application जैसा दिखता है, but उसके backend में blockchain technology होती है. आपको पता है एक और decentralized application exist करता है. हम सब जब पैसे भेजते हैं तो हमें क्या लगता है पैसे भेजने के लिए? Account number या फिर QR code, right? That's how we send money.
Yes.
Yep.
There's one decentralized application जिसमें आप email और ट्विटर आईडी से पैसे भेज सकते हो.
I see.
इंटरेस्टिंग.
तो ऐसे
Interesting,
बहुत सारे
yeah.
डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड एप्लीकेशंस एग्जिस्ट करते हैं जिनके अलग अलग यूज केस है, और इन सब के फाउंडेशन में क्या होती है? ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. This is the last topic for today. This is from where I belong from, that is Lumos Labs, which is building its own metaverse. And what is a metaverse? हम सब लोगों को metaverse दो ही रीजन से पता है. एक, क्योंकि हमने बचपन में GTA और PUBG और ऐसे गेम्स खेले हैं, और दूसरा कि हमें मेटावर्स सुनने में बहुत कूल लगता है, क्योंकि वो सुनने में कूल है. But what does metaverse actually do? Metaverse is nothing but a more 3D and immersive experience of the day-to-day internet activities that we do. So it enables you to feel things, to collaborate better, to get in touch with better opportunities, better avenues. So that is what a metaverse is, a 3D environment which makes your existing experiences more immersive. Next slide. Now that I've already taught you guys so much about what metaverse is, what dApps is, about blockchain technology, about nodes, and all of those topics, I have a very, very amazing opportunity for you. Next slide. That is careers in Web3. अब यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग होंगे जो सोच रहे होंगे कि अंशिता मुझे इंटर्नशिप दिलवा दो प्लीज, मुझे मेरे रेज्यूमे पे डालनी है, you should first know what the careers in Web3 look like. So careers in Web3 can be broadly classified into technical and non-technical roles. And when it comes to technical roles, it's blockchain developer, it's network engineer, it's software engineer, it's network architect. The languages that you can pursue to build a career in Web3 as a developer can be Solidity, Rust, Move. ये सारी चीजें आप सीख सकते हो to become some or the other developer in the space. Non-technical roles भी हमारे यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, which is community management, product and project management, developer advocate, marketing coordinator, content writer, technical writer. मुझे पता है बहुत सारे लोगों को यहाँ पे लगता है कि चैट जीपीटी की वजह से कुछ लोगों की जॉब्स चली गई, but that's not true. Everybody in the space just uses ChatGPT and Bard as their assistant. But every skill that you have can be well utilized in the Web3 ecosystem. And I told you already that I have been in the ecosystem since past 3 space. Arya, Ritvika, can you judge how old I am?
No.
Say a number, say a number. कुछ भी बोलो.
In 20 or 21.
Mid-20 or 23 something.
Mid-20. And how long it's been for me to join the Web3 ecosystem? कितना टाइम हुआ मुझे join किए? 3 साल.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
आपको लगता है कि किसी 17 साल की बच्ची ने एंटर किया होगा इकोसिस्टम में?
No.
What if I tell you that there are people in Web3 ecosystem who are just 16 years of old who are heads of design at big companies? There are people who are 18-year-old and they have built a very strong Web3 community. What if I tell you there are 19-year-old who have already been working full-time with big companies, work from home, or expenses paid trips, and a very lavish lifestyle? Because these
That's
people exist.
crazy.
And you guys judged it absolutely right. In fact, I turned 20 एक महीने पहले, just एक महीने पहले.
Wow,
And I have
nice.
already been working in Web3 पिछले 3 साल से. And you know, at every event I used to go, that used to be my selling point, you know. मैं ऐसे बताती थी सबको कि जज करो मैं कितनी बड़ी हूँ. लोग बोलते थे 20, 25, 23. And I used to be like, actually, I just turned 18. And they used to be super stunned. So one thing that is super amazing about Web3 ecosystem is that they do not ask about your degree as such. They do not ask where you belong to. It can be Nagpur, it can be Nashik, it can be London, it can be any place. And they also never ask about your gender or the race that you belong to. So this space is very, very open for all. The only thing that matters is if you have the right skill set, you are good to go. अगर आप काम कर सकते हो, अगर आपके पास proof of work है आपके काम का, then you are free to do whatever you would like and you are very warmly accepted into the ecosystem. For me, it's like a dream come true because I joined the ecosystem right after my 12th boards. And navigating them, now I'll be completing 2 years at Lumos. So careers in Web3 are very wide. Even if you start with a small internship today, in the next 1.5 years, आपके पास college का placement हो ना हो, I don't know. But at least you will have something for your own self in the Web3 ecosystem. Next slide. अब आप सब क्योंकि Web3 एक्सप्लोर करने वाले हो, Web3 के बारे में सीखने वाले हो, पढ़ने वाले हो, तो आपको बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आने वाली है और आपको ये भी लगेगा कि ये दुख खत्म काहे नहीं होता है. Which is why today I have come here with the best opportunity for you. Next slide. Which is Lumos Academy. All the people who are watching there, I request you all to scan this QR code and start your Web3 journey today here with me. Why? Because after this Blockchain 101, what you can do is you can enroll on a course and you can take one quiz there and you will get an NFT the moment you complete the course. So Lumos Academy is that platform जहाँ पे already 4,000 से ज़्यादा बच्चे daily Web3 सीख रहे हैं. चाहे वो Web3 की basics हो, चाहे वो Web3 development हो, because this is the place where you will find a roadmap. You will find mentors, you will find pizza and t-shirt giveaways, you find so many things. and your entire Web3 learning experience just becomes a lot fun. So we'll wait here, we'll pause here for 1 minute, and you can scan this QR code and join in. Arya, Ritvika, I want you here. And I'll personally be monitoring कि आपने
Yes.
कितना Web3 सीखा आने वाले कुछ महीनों में.
Yes.
If you get to be the another person who can change their life being in the Web3 ecosystem in the next 6 months, then this is your chance. Start learning today. It's free of cost. It never charges you for any money at all. You can get access to the premium courses, premium mentors right here. You can play games here as well. You can get NFTs as well. And as I mentioned, we do a lot of pizza giveaways. So if you just want to have a pizza for free, feel free to sign up.
Sure.
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 Right now, all the people that we have on the Lumos Academy are from different blockchain clubs, blockchain societies. Whether it's IIT Roorkee, whether it's IIT Madras, whether it's different NITs, whether it's different private colleges. And Nashik as a city Lumos Labs loves. तो हम आपके शहर बहुत बार आ चुके हैं, हमने बहुत सारे ऑफलाइन इवेंट्स किए हैं. Gokle as a college
Yes.
has been super supportive to us. And this is just another way of us telling you that, we have so many opportunities for you. And this is your chance to grab them. And to the people who forgot, we still have the contest running. After the event is done, I will be looking at the best mentions on Twitter and on Instagram about this event to give you guys some exclusive swags. We can go forward with next slide. If anybody here wants to be a campus ambassador for their own college, feel free to join Lumos Wizards program. From Gokhale, we have been honored to have some of the best minds from Nashik, whether it's Sarvesh Joshi, whether it's Atharva Chandwadkar, whether it's the entire gang of Tanmay Bharambe, whether it's Dhyaneshwari, whether it's Kalyani, the entire gang. So we have had all these people as our Lumos wizards, and that's how they started their Web3 journey. So if you're someone who wants to be a campus ambassador and host these events, then DM me later and you will get this QR code. You can easily apply for the Lumos Wizards program. Next slide. बस यहीं तक था जो था. I am done with my session. Now I'll be going backstage and I'll be figuring out कि कौन कौन क्विज में जीत रहा है, किसने कितना कितना पढ़ा, कौन क्या क्या जीतने वाला है. And I'll also be reviewing the best mentions. Just in case you're mentioning, don't forget to tag at the rate Anshita K Soni and at the rate Lumos Labs HQ. The best mentions will get exclusive merch. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have been lovely audience. Arya,
Yes.
Ritvika,
Ritvika.
Thank you, sir.
Ritvika,
Yes.
Arya,
Thank you
and
so much.
Ritvika, thank you so much. You guys have been the
Thank
best
you so
hosts
much. Thank
ever.
you.
अब
Thank
इनको
you.
quiz खिलवाओ. Even I will attend the quiz. Do I also get the merch if I
Yes.
win? थोड़ा unfair हो जाएगा.
No.
Okay, so all the viewers who have
Okay.
watched it, I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to know your thoughts on the session. Now, I'll also be on the chat with you, and I will also be cheering on कि कौन जीतने वाला है, कौन नहीं. So let the quiz begin. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Anshita. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So, quiz. I have the quiz link. Yes. So, guys, you can see the code on the screen. Just go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the game code. And then we'll start the quiz. Let us know in the chat box that are you guys enjoying this event? Yes, okay, we have Gaurav over here. Okay, Aman Yadav has also joined us. Great. Come on, guys, drop a yes in the chat box if you are excited for this quiz. Top 5 winners will get a free merch.
Join करो जल्दी.
Yes. Okay, we have some folks joining in. Sachin, Bhakti, Likit. We welcome you all.
Yes.
If someone is not able to join the quiz, just go to just Google search quiz.com and
And enter the
just click on
code.
the first name. Yes, and enter the code. I'll say the it's 645 8837.
Join fast, guys.
Come on, guys, jaldi jaldi.
We have 14 people. We need more.
सब सो गए क्या? कहाँ है सब?
Oh, we have Aradhya also here. Hello, Aradhya.
Hello, Aradhya.
Hello guys,
Hello.
come on guys, join in for the quiz. We'll start in 2 minutes. Hurry up.
Yep. Are there only 14 people joining? Come on.
Come on, we need more.
Guys, join in fast. We just have 2 participants here. 2 बंदों में competition अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. We need more people.
Yes.
So I guess only Gaurav Rajput and Aman Yadav were paying attention to the session, right? कहाँ है बाकी सब?
Hey, सब नीचे है. There are 18 participants.
18.
18 people है. So चलो चलते हैं guys.
Okay. So
Shall we
should we
start?
start?
किसी और को join करना है? 5, 4, 3, 2
3.
and 1. Let's go.
Okay. What's the best way to describe Web3? First option is user centric, application centric, or process centric. Aradhya, Rutvika, any guesses?
It will be very unfair if I answer here.
Exactly. Let the
Yes.
people play.
वर्ज
Okay.
उन्हें जीतना है हमें नहीं.
What are the options?
Yes.
What's the best way to describe Web3? User centric, application centric, process centric. Guys, time is running fast. Hurry up.
Yes.
Yes.
Final few seconds.
Okay.
And yes.
Few seconds.
And done.
And yes, the time is up. Let's see the next question now.
The correct answer is user centric. How many
User
students?
centric.
How many of you are able to answer it correctly? Arya, did you answer it?
Comment
Yes, I
section में
did
बोलो.
actually.
Okay, so next question. If the Web 1.2 experience is like going to a library and Web 2.2 experience is like talking with a group of friends, what will be the Web 3 experience be like? And the options are going to a movie theater with every film and television show available to watch anytime you like. Second, having a personal assistant. And third, going to class in a university lecture hall.
This is quite
Seems
easy.
pretty
I
Okay,
think
easy.
it's
everyone
quite
will
easy.
answer.
Yeah.
Yep. आना चाहिए सबको.
I think many of them were attentive during the session.
Yes.
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 Let's see. Yes, having a personal
Have a
assistant is a
personal
correct answer.
assistant.
Okay.
So
What
next
Next
best
question.
question.
describes a blockchain? A distributed ledger on a peer-to-peer network, a centralized database, a type of
Type of
cryptocurrency, or an
cryptocurrency.
exchange. Are there any guesses?
Should I say the answer?
No, no, just don't.
I should not.
I know,
I'll
but
just
I
keep in
won't
my
say
mind.
it. Yes. Okay.
Last,
What best describes a blockchain? बोलो बोलो. Time is up almost.
Yes.
And the right answer.
Which of the
Which of
following statements is not true? A smart contract is a program that runs on an Ethereum blockchain. Second option, the Ethereum network's currency is called ETHcoin. Bitcoin was designed to be an alternative to traditional currency. Or last option, Ethereum has multiple applications in addition to being an alternative to traditional currency. Hmm, I'm not sure about this answer.
quite complicated.
Hmm. But I think our
Mm,
folks are smart enough, they can figure out.
yes, they have paid attention.
What do you think,
So
Aradhya?
let's see, bro. Let's see. Like, अब तक तो सही आंसर दिए सर ने.
Yes.
This might be the winner deciding question.
Okay,
Times
the
up.
second option was the correct.
okay.
Second last question, guys.
What Web3 is about? A static web where we may read only the content provided by the website. Second option is dynamic web where along with reading, writing was possible also. Third option is systematic web where you can read, write, and own data from internet. Or last, all of the above. So, what do you think?
I have my guess ready. Let's see if it's correct or not.
I have my whole correct
Yes.
answer ready.
Uh huh. It's very easy, honestly.
Yeah. Second last question, guys. Answer. You want
Time
swags,
nikal
right?
raha hai.
You want swags, na? Answer the questions. Time is almost up. The correct answer
So
is
third is the
semantic
correct
web where you can
option.
read. Ah, it went away. Now the last question, guys. Your last chance to earn a swag t-shirt. The question
Which
Which
is which
statement
statement?
statement
describes
best
the
describes the
management?
metaverse? Options are a virtual world designed to support the latest 5G mobile technology, a non-physical world designed for people involved in VR gaming activities, a virtual world that connects people worldwide without the internet, and the last option is a non-physical world in which people interact virtually through technology. Last question and four
This is
options.
easy.
Nice question though.
Yes.
Ritika, any
Yes.
guesses?
I
What might be the
have
correct answer?
already guessed. I know it.
Yes. Me
What
too.
about you, Arya?
Me too. I've guessed it.
Because we
But
can give the
हम
swag
बता नहीं
t-shirts to both
सकते.
of you.
बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जिनको स्वाग मिलने के चांसेस है.
And the time is
Okay,
almost
so
up.
the time is up, and
And
the
the answer
last one
is
is the correct option. Okay.
All done. Ah, so we had 24 participants.
Oh, great.
Nice. So it was a nice quiz. Can we
Yes.
have any guesses in the chat box on YouTube? Who might be the winner?
Hmm. No idea. But there might be some intelligent folks who have correctly answered all the questions. And yes, the
yes.
winner will be announced soon. Yes. So, guys, did you enjoy the quiz? Just drop a message in the chat box.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Shruti and
I
Hey,
Sachin.
also
Anj-
want to know who the winners are.
yes, yes, will be announced soon.
Yes.
Thank you, Prashant. Priyant says, it was a good experience. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Everybody else? Nightmare only got one wrong answer. Wow, Nightmare.
Hey, see, told you that
Very interesting name though.
very smart folks.
No doubt, no doubt. What about the social media giveaway? I'm still waiting for some good mentions who will be winning exclusive swags. Let's see who we have. Nitin got two wrong answers. Okay. Aman was too hyped, so he mistakenly did wrong
These
answers.
long answers. Oh,
Us, bro, us. Thank you, Sanjeevni. All the people who got one answer wrong, two answers wrong, don't worry. Come to Lumos Academy, play quizzes there, win pizzas there, and then you'll be even more happier.
Yes, I'll be there, surely.
Me too. For having pizzas especially.
It is what it is. Pooja also
Yeah.
got two wrong.
Okay. It was actually a pretty fun quiz game, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yes.
I wish I could have played that. I also
I
Me
wish
wanted a
I
too.
chance.
would have played that. Imagine I would have won like essay.
Yes, exactly.
Same.
So, lastly, if anyone of you have any questions, you can ask here right itself.
Feel free to ask any kind of questions.
Also, we are already past our set time. So if you guys have other plans, your weekend plans, feel free to go ahead for them.
We have one question
How
here.
many of these startups are using these? No one. Everyone has their own private blockchain and they are gasless. Okay. So, Pushkar, to answer your question, let me tell you that just how there was a lot of speculation about open source. Ki if people will contribute on open source, why would anybody build in private and why would anybody build in public? I think open source is the biggest example of how building in public or doing anything in public is actually a better idea or a idea that benefits for the greater good. In a similar manner, public blockchains are used by certain organizations. And once you go to Lumos Academy, you will be able to dive deep into these topics of public blockchains and private blockchains and how they are shaping different applications and core use cases of Web3 in the coming few months. If you want to learn blockchain, how you can start it. As I said, Nitin, this was just blockchain 101. My job is just to make you get interested into the ecosystem. अगर आपको ये किसी भी रीजन की वजह से ये स्पेस इंटरेस्टिंग लग सकती है, आपको ये स्पेस इसलिए इंटरेस्टिंग लग सकती है क्योंकि आपको शायद स्पीकर पसंद आया, आपको ये स्पेस इसलिए इंटरेस्टिंग लग सकती है बिकॉज यू वांट टू बिल्ड अ करियर प्रीटी यंग इन योर लाइफ, आपको ये स्पेस इसलिए भी इंटरेस्टिंग लग सकती है बिकॉज इट जस्ट साउंड्स कूल एंड ऑसम, आपको ये स्पेस इसीलिए भी इंटरेस्टिंग लग सकती है बिकॉज इट्स about a technology that we will be using heavily in the coming few years, right? So if you want to learn blockchain, this was just a blockchain 101. There are multiple free platforms out there where you can learn about blockchain development, you can learn about coding languages like Solidity, Rust, Move, you can learn about a blockchain infrastructure, blockchain frameworks, you can learn about multiple things. And if you're looking for the easiest place to start, easiest place to begin your journey, then I would suggest, सर ये सेशन होने के बाद आप रूमर्स एकेडमी पे जाओ, उनका ब्लॉकचेन 101 वाला कोर्स करो और वहां पे क्विज देने के बाद अपना एनएफटी कलेक्ट करने के बाद नेक्स्ट कोर्स पे मूव ऑन करो. सो व्हाट मैटर्स राइट नाउ कि आप अपने सेल्फ लर्निंग के लिए वो कर्व कैसे डिजाइन करते हो. That's the best way to start learning about blockchain. And the fact that you attended this session and was there till the end obviously says कि आपको काफी इंटरेस्ट है इस स्पेस में. If you want to learn more about the blockchain development, then there are multiple few courses. You can go ahead and learn from Learn Web3. You can go ahead and learn at different community events. You can go ahead and learn with different Web3 developer communities. There are multiple options out there. Feel free to ping me anytime after the session, and I'll be happy to share the resources with you and your team. I think we should wrap this up. With that, that was all from my end. Um, Arya and Ritvika, I'm sorry.
Ritvika. It's okay.
So, Arya and Ritvika, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Anshita.
so much. You too.
It was actually
It's an
fun
interesting
interacting
session.
with you. Yes, it was actually fun interacting
Yes.
with you, and I personally enjoyed a lot and got to learn more about Web3, which I had an interest earlier. And then
Got it.
मैंने रिसर्च भी नहीं किया उसके बारे में, कुछ मैंने ज़्यादा पढ़ा भी नहीं, but
पर
you
अब आप
actually
जरूर
gave a
करोगे.
great explanation. Yes, for sure, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you
Yes,
so
it
Thank
was
much.
you.
interesting. I'm quite interested. I've also joined the Discord community. I'm gonna explore more
Yeah,
about it
that's nice.
now.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
Thank
and
you so
yes.
guys,
much.
also you can check out Anchita's LinkedIn profile. The link is given in the chat box.
As I
Yes.
said, I always reply, but I reply late. Feel free to drop in any questions that you have. And
Yes.
anybody who has, questions about different opinions about, things which are respect to Web3, then let me tell you this. Whenever a new technology comes into ecosystem, everybody have different opinions on it. Some people are against it, some people are in support of it, some people don't want to comment on it because they do not use it themselves. So if you are someone who's starting out in this space, the more you will read, the more you will read, the more you will learn, the more opinions and perspectives you will find. So these opinions and perspectives are one thing, and the technology is another thing. So whenever you have a chance to choose either the opinion or the perspective, choose technology. Technology might not be the sexiest thing out there, but it's definitely the most useful thing out there. Having said that,
Yes.
thank you so much. I am Anshita, and this is me
Thank you.
signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye bye.
I would also like to thank every one of you who joined for this session, and I hope you got to learn a lot from the very well esteemed speaker, Anshita Soni. And yes, if you enjoyed it, and MLSC will also be back with another amazing speaker sessions. So stay tuned, keep learning, and keep growing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Also, before leaving, guys, you have to scan this QR code to fill in the checking form, and you can get a chance to win the swag T-shirts. Form link is also provided in the description box in the video below, so you can click that as well. Yes, can you have the next slide, please? Yes. Thank you so much,
Yes.
everyone. Keep learning and keep
Thank
growing.
you.